Alrighty, well, I have decided that we are going to go ahead and try again for the Ironman challenge. Therefore, we're going to go ahead and delete Daxon and reinvigorate him again. Alright, let's give him some hair. Change his facial hair up a little bit. And rename him again. Alright, and we begin the Ironman challenge anew. Alrighty, so this time around, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to let all of the cinematics play through. We're going to actually get the full experience of everything. Plus, I think it's going to be more immersive and more fun. And so, let me go ahead and get everything set up. And that extra 4 slots is going to be really helpful. I would say if you don't have the authenticator, just get it. I mean, it is super quick, super easy, and it helps secure your account. I mean, all you got to do is just connect your phone and bam, free app, free pet, free 4 extra slots. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. And I like to always have enemy nameplates, and I actually kind of prefer the larger nameplates. Um, just because I like to see what it is I'm actually attacking. And this time, we're not going to take on 4 or 5 things at once. As that was rather ill-advised last attempt. I got to about level 9 and made it to the quest where you need to go and get the collector's ring, and ended up pulling an extra mob on top of the 3 guys inside of the house, and they just took me apart. What I really need to do is I need to go after that caster first things first, and I need to really make sure to use my victory rush and time that proper. Of course, Gug Fat Candle has to die. The reason being is because he will always drop an extra 4 slot bag, which is super useful. On top of the fact that he also drops a crap ton of XP. And right now there's really only one attack that I have, and I'm spamming the crap out of it. And he is down. Alright, we're good. We gain a level, we gain extra 4 slots, which is super vital. Alright, now we're going to just truck on through. I've taken some cough syrup, and I've had some tea, and hopefully that will help with my coughing, and I'll be able to narrate things a little better now. And we're going to just try and push through these quests as quick as we can. I'm actually glad to be doing it now. There's a lot fewer people out here right now, compared to when I was trying to do this earlier. This is actually much nicer. Not having to like worry about someone interfering with trying to take my kills or anything like that. So for anyone who's not familiar with the Ironman Challenge is it's a leveling challenge. You level up using nothing but white quality or gray quality items. Basically, garbage, trash, throwaway items. That is all you use. And those items never have stats. You can't use enchants. You can't use food buffs. You can't use potions. You can't use a lot of things. And they actually completely revised the rules recently because before tabards were allowed, but now they are actually, because the way that they have been, they are actually going to flag your account, if your character, if you have a tabard, because the tabards are now green quality items. So no tabards are allowed. Same with shirts. No tabards or shirts. And so it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. There is also no using any talents. Switching specs, however, is a must, because you are actually forced into a spec now. Which, I mean, it's not that big a deal, but I will be running arms for the duration of this Ironman challenge. I love arms. It is one of my all-time favorite specs. Has always hit like a truck and continues to hit like a truck. And so I will be running arms, also for the fact that I feel like I actually have a higher survivability in arms. But I will not be picking any talents. I will tell you what talents I would pick if I was running it. However, if I do fail and die this time round, we will actually be converting to the Tin Man Challenge, because the Tin Man Challenge is a little bit easier, a little bit less strenuous, less stressful. And so we will be continuing on with this character, just not in the way that I was going to beforehand. Which is why I've actually decided to go ahead and restart. And just one moment, I actually had a friend message me, and I just needed to... Oh, okay. He was just talking about the different professions and stuff. So that's the other thing, is professions aren't allowed in the Ironman Challenge other than first aid. And the biggest thing is no dying. And I'm going to really push it this time. Like, really, really push it. But, just like with last time, I am allowed to use... Not that. This. And this. And this. I will fear no evil, other than the evil of my pants. See, like, that person's going all crazy on the goblins there, just pulling as many as they possibly can because they've got the heirlooms, and it's, it's working for them. That's great. Good for them. I can't do that. If I did that, I'd be dead. And we'd have to either start all over again or just convert to the Tin Man. And I'd really, really very much like to actually get through the Iron Man. I feel like if I play it smart, if I play it right, I can get all the way to 110 without breaking any of the rules and without dying. Like I said, I just got to play it smart. I got to play it cool. I do know the warrior fairly well. Not well enough that I'd say like, "Oh, I'm the greatest" or whatever. But no, I mean, it's definitely one of the more fun classes I've found, especially with the recent Legion melee upgrades to the animations. I feel that Warrior has just excelled with the quality of the character, and so I find it a lot of fun to play now. All right, and these quests are absolute musts because they give bags, and bags are always a must. Bags are definitely always a must. I'm actually really very excited for Battle for Azeroth, and this is actually giving me a chance to do something really challenging and fun before Battle for Azeroth comes out. Um, but I gotta say, Battle for Azeroth is just it's getting me all kinds of excited, especially with the return to the RTS style with that with those war fronts. That just sounds fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I can't wait to help build up this massive army that I just crush the horde with. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Well, obviously people who play the horde, but I'm gonna be a little biased here. I am an alliance. I play alliance through and through. I have dabbled in horde, but I'm gonna have to say that alliance is where my heart lies. And I'm not close enough to that other one. That's all right. Come on. There we go. And we'll just grab one of these other fires out here on the way out. Plus, I have a very logical reasoning for playing Alliance. I despise rep grinds, and I hate it. I hate when content or gear or just something that you might really want is locked behind a rep grind, and I really don't like that. And it's been one of the few things that I've always found to be the most frustrating and irritating and time consuming. And so to cut down on that as much as literally as humanly possible, I I uh, I run a human because of the diplomacy. And diplomacy gives you that extra 10% bonus with your rep, which I'm not even gonna mince words. I mean, it is absolutely vital when you gotta get to exalted with so and so that you can finally progress the story or something. And it's finally nice that I can do it a little quicker on a human, which is one of the reasons why I do it on a human. And so, I mean, that having been said, I know that people have their favorite races, and I know that there's the allied races that are coming out as well, which um, I will be doing some let's plays with the Void Elves and the Lightforged Draenei, uh, and even a Dark Iron Dwarf. However, I am not entirely sure what I will actually be doing with each of them. I know I'll probably do a female a female Void Elf Hunter, and a Draenei Paladin, a Lightforged Draenei Paladin, just to go with their motifs. And I think it just would work. But as far as the Dark Iron Dwarf, I'm not entirely sure what class I would run with him. Maybe another warrior, or perhaps I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I can't really think of much that I'd want to run on a Dark Iron Dwarf. I'm not really the biggest fan of dwarves, to be totally honest. I have a dwarf character, and he is a shaman. That's it. I mean, and he is my lowest level character, and that's because I'm not really the biggest fan of shamans. And hey, I know that shamans are amazing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I have been destroyed by shamans plenty of times, and I've had the amazing shaman healers in my group, and all of it. But all I'm saying is, it's just not the class for me. Um, Although, I mean, I remember leveling. I remember leveling my shaman before Legion dropped, and he was. I was running him in enhancement, and I remember getting. I remember getting like kind of into him because I was kind of enjoying the way especially because of the way that they redid all the melee, and that's why I was actually kind of getting into him, was that. But otherwise, I really wasn't that, you know, into the shaman. I've never been that into the shamans, to be totally honest. Um, don't get me wrong. I mean, I like a shaman, uh, as long as I'm not having to be the shaman. Basically, is what I'm saying. Well, hopefully this time round we'll be able to get to level 10, and we'll be able to do it just fine, do it just right, um, pick up basically right where we left off in the last episode. This time we will not fail. We will succeed. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Um, and somehow I have even more gold than before. I remember that was like at 302 or 305, and now it's at 311. I have quite a bit more gold than I remember having. So that's interesting. That's across all my characters. Um, Now, I know that people were saying that there were some issues with transmogs, and there were some other issues that happened. Um, Personally, I've never really cared that much about transmogs that much. I mean, I like the end game stuff, but that's about it. Um, I'm not too worried about like the weird uh, ones that they have. Oh, look at that! I only had enough for the one. Okay. I don't know. Like, it's never been that big of a deal to me. Like, and I guess there's been some stuff that's been removed because of the way that the level scaling works now. Um, but I don't see why that should be that big of a deal. Um, I'm sure there's other ways to find them, other ways to get them, and if anything, that just makes those particular items even more rare. So if you actually already happen to have them, you can turn them for an even bigger profit now. I mean, to me, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I understand some people are whining and complaining about it, but I don't know. This game has gotten so much better, in my opinion, um, than from where it used to be to where it is now. That's just, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, I've been playing since early Burning Crusade, and like right after Burning Crusade came out, I've been playing for a really long time. And now it's just I don't know. Now I just have fun with it. I love the changes that they've made to it. I don't necessarily think that I'd ever really want to go back. I mean, yeah, I understand there's the whole classic servers that are coming up and everything, and I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'll go ahead and definitely play them, but it's not like I'm gonna be like all the time there. No, I'd rather be making progress. I mean, than being stuck playing something that we already did. Plus, I really enjoy where they're taking the story right now, and although that being said, I really hope that they connect this whole war story really well. That has been like my only hiccup when it comes to the new Battle for Azeroth. Is um, will the story connect? And I certainly hope that it will. And knowing Blizzard, I'm sure that it will. And from what I've seen so far over this last week, because I've been laid out with the flu, just watching some of the other YouTubers, watching some of their videos covering the 735 cinematics and everything. It really has me going. Okay, they're heading in a great direction, and I can totally get behind where it's going. And so I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to get lucky like I did on my first run through and have the rare up out here. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to probably just kill a few more extra mobs. I mean, that's alright. No big deal. And we're going to go ahead and head up here. We're going to grab the quest from Billy and grab the quest from Mayville. We could actually go and check to see if we could go and check to see if the rare is up over by Jared's Landing. But the only problem is if I try and take that could potentially cause me to have to reset. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna go check, but this could be a really bad idea. The rare that's over here is usually in a pack of like 3 or 4 of these bandits. And if he's up, it could spell potential disaster for this run. But if he's up, it could also spell a new bag. Ooh. So yeah, there are 4 of them. There are 4 of them. Well, we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. Oh, there's the stun. We're gonna just spam slam. Come on! Oh my God! Oh, that was intense. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh my God! I can't believe we actually managed to pull that out. Can you? What? All right. That was totally worth it. Yeah. Um, like I said, I just gotta focus those casters. Those casters, they just wreck. And so, well, that went better than I was actually expecting. So I'm a little bit pleased with myself right now. Um, so I know where quite a few rares pop up in Elwyn Forest, and if you can actually go to the rares, it's really worth killing them because they are worth so much XP, as you may have just seen. He was I killed him, and that was the end of that. I went up a whole level because of that. So. And I do like to actually see my XP in my chat window, so I'm going to actually go ahead and turn that on. Okay, so I guess I already did get Maybelle's letter, so... Alright, we're going to just collect the last of this meat here. And then we're going to go ahead and tear through the mine really quick. I really love the warrior. I mean, not to mention some of the armor sets for the warrior are just these beefy, mean-looking, awesome, just beautiful pieces. And I gotta say, I am super excited for that alliance armor that they showcased in at BlizzCon. Oh man, that stuff looks amazing. And if they get it to the where they actually have that cloak on it and everything, I cannot, I will not play anything other than a melee heavy class all through Battle for Azeroth, just because of that armor. I mean, that stuff just looks, oh, it looks so good. Like, I saw that and was immediately like, yes, must have. Like, even the Horde one looked good, and I bet it will look even more amazing on an upright orc. I mean, I know I already said what I said about the Horde and everything, but I wouldn't mind playing an upright orc, for crying out loud. I mean, those guys would look even more beastly and badass than ever if you get to finally play them with good posture. I mean, ever since they gave Thrall that new over texture where he's standing up straight and everything, I mean, he looks great. But now you see Sourfang, oh my god! That right there, that is how a warrior should look. That old grizzled orc who's tall and proud and still kicks tons of ass. Yeah, no, that is definitely. I mean, like I said, there's some parts of the Horde that I don't mind. But that definitely does not extend to the scheming undead bastards and their queen. But yeah, it's just definitely one of those things where oh my god, I can't believe it. Like every time I start a new character, I keep pushing buttons that I don't have abilities for yet. Like just now, I was trying to use Mortal Strike, and I don't have Mortal Strike not until I'm level 10, and I don't have any of my abilities. I mean, gosh, it's so silly how sometimes I go to try and do something and I can't because I'm I'm still so low of a level. It's funny. Oh, come on. Come at me, bro. That's right. You did. All right. Could have sworn. Oh, yeah. Tommy Joe. All right. And we are going. Well, so far, so good. In fact, I think we're actually making slightly better time than we were before. So, I don't know. I think we're going pretty good so far. We got all these to turn in up here. But first, over here. I gotta say, I keep hoping that no, it's Narg the Taskmaster. Gug is in the beginning area. Narg the Taskmaster. I keep hoping that he's going to pop up right here as I'm running back and forth between these two farms. I keep hoping he's going to pop up, but I don't. I have no idea what his spawn timer is even. So I will actually have to be popping over to my actual 110 warrior to take a look at his the way I've set up his bars. Simply because I haven't played my warrior in so long, but I want it to be the same, and so I don't want it to be this. Oh, all of a sudden I don't know what I'm doing, and so. All right, Billy. What I want to know is how did Billy McClure, who has 87 health, lose the necklace to Goldtooth, who has 415 health? I mean, and not like get his ass just like raffle stomped. I'd like to know that. I mean, does Goldtooth not beat on little kids? I mean, I wouldn't think that kobolds distinguished that. So it's just one of those things. I'm just like, huh? How did that happen? I can't go up the. There we go. Oh, and I apologize if that bothers anyone. I tend to open my bags a lot just to constantly be looking at them. Just looking at how many slots I have. I know I've got it up here because of Titan panel, but I always. It's just. It's such a habit for me to constantly be checking, and so I just have to. And so I apologize if it bothers anyone. It's really just a habit of mine. And so I don't want anyone to think like, oh, why is he just leaving his bags open? It's because I just check to see what I've got in it and what there is to sell and stuff like that. And so I do apologize about that if that's causing anyone to Be like, ah! Again, like I said, I thought about doing it as a hunter, but I know that that's just too easy. It's too easy, especially running it now where you actually get where you can pick any spec. It's just it is. It's too easy, especially as a beastmaster. You basically just run and let your pet do everything, and it would just be too easy to do the Ironman challenge as a beastmaster hunter. Maybe if you got locked into doing, maybe if you got locked into doing it as a marksman, maybe I could see that. And maybe if you had to take lone wolf and then no other talents, but otherwise, I don't see how I just don't see how that would work very well. Hunters are just they're too easy in my personal opinion. I main a hunter. That's why I know hunters are too easy, and I love hunters. They're freaking awesome. I've mained a hunter pretty much from the beginning of my WoW career. Um, from the moment I first started playing the game, and man, oh man, it is such a different game. But it is all in a much better place, in my personal opinion. Okay, there we go. We got some murlocs coming at me. That's two. All right. And hopefully, I'm trying to record this one with a slightly better quality. So hopefully, when I upload this one will actually be in a better quality for anyone who is viewing these. Um, and if not, let me know in the comments. I'm still working out the kinks with OBS. I'm just learning the ropes. Definitely want to, uh, more than happy to take some advice. Okay, I really got to get out of here. These guys keep respawning like crazy. Okay, we're gonna move. Yeah, I know I'm still being attacked, but we are gonna move. I actually didn't mean to loot that guy right there. I was trying to click over to the next guy. But we are good. We are alive. And that is what matters. Very, very much so what matters, in fact. We're going to go ahead and hit up the Jasper Lode mine this time. We did Fargo Deep. Now we're going to do Jasper Lode. And maybe this time around, the rare Mother Web will be there. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make some bandages. I'm going to have those down on my bar so that way I can, just in case, you know. Alright. Moving on up. Alright. Now, if I was feeling a whole lot better, I'd also be throwing in some silly voices and stuff like that. However, because I'm still basically kind of down and out over this whole flu, I am actually just gonna commentate in my normal, slightly depressing, monotonic voice. So I apologize if this puts anyone to sleep. Mutilating the peasants. Oh, come on. There you go. You're dead. Oh, damn. Like I said, those little bastards who got that reach on me. Come on. Ah, suck, execute. Oh, I love execute so much. Oh, look at more greens. So it would appear that some horde character is griefing down in Goldshire, most likely. Um, at least that's what it seems from what I was reading in the general chat. Oh, look at that! And Mother Webb is here. We're gonna play this smart. Come on. There you go, Spider. Alright, Mother Webb. Oh, sorry, Mother Fang. Mother Fang. As you can see, she was worth 1339 XP. Definitely worth killing. Like, that's a quest and a half right there. I mean, like, look at this. 1050. Yeah. 1050. Yeah, that's like a quest and a half off of killing just one mob. So very much worth doing. If you come across them, definitely kill them, especially when you're out questing, leveling and all like this. Oh, that execute. You gotta love it. Every time. It's just like, it does more damage than they have health, but I can't use it until they're almost dead anyway. And that's the sound of my voice when I roll my eyes as sarcastically as I possibly can. Although, if I remember, there's a legendary, um, maybe, I'm not sure, legendary for the arm spec that allows you to use your execute anytime. It'll proc it to allow you to use it anytime, no matter their health, if I remember correctly. I want to say that there is a legendary that does that, and I mean we can check. We can go ahead and just, or I can't right now because I don't have my adventurer's journal yet. But Yeah, interesting. Definitely interesting, to say the least. Um, Wait for him to mix up the invisibility potion so that I can take it to Maybelle so she can sneak over to get pregnated by Tommy Joe Stonefield. I mean, so they can go on a date. Come on. Isn't that what they were wanting to actually do? We're all adults here. No, we're not going to Westbrook Garrison. We are going to go to the Escape. Yep. Oh, look, a spider. Ooh, he's level 9. How fearsome. Alright, Daxon, come on. We got this. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and swap that back to the Sword of Rin. Plus, how can I be the Sword of Rin if I'm not using a sword? I have to use a sword. I must. Alright, as far as this first episode goes, we are going to end it when I hit level 10 again. This time, without the failure. And this time, we're gonna push through, and yeah, I think we got it this time. All right, so we need actually to do the Further Concerns quest. In order to do that, we're gonna actually go back. We're gonna actually go back to Marshall Dungan, or Duggan, Duggan, yeah, Duggan, Marshall Duggan. And they're going to give us that quick little pony ride on over to the Eastvale logging camp. And that is, yes. And we're actually, I mean, we're making pretty decent time. We're right about where I was right about where I died before last time. And so far, so good, I'd say. Alright, let's get the horsey. Alright, there we go. That is a pretty cool looking horse. I gotta give it to him for that. One of the other things that I will be doing with this character is I will go ahead and go through the entire warrior campaign, as well as getting the class mount, the dragon. As I still have not actually done that on the warrior. I've only actually done that so far for the hunter and the paladin. I still have a lot of work to do on the rest of my classes, but there is still plenty of time before Battle for Azeroth comes out, so it gives me plenty of stuff to do in the meantime. So it'll be good. All right, giddy up, horsey. I do have to say there is the one horse that's in the game that I'm dying to get, and I'd love to get a group to run the rated battlegrounds that I need to get it. It's the vindictive Stormwind Charger or something like that. It is beautiful with the severed heads of the orcs and the trolls and the goblins and stuff hanging from it. Possibly my all-time favorite mount, and I still don't have it yet. And so I really want it. Like, it is definitely the one mount that, oof, I want bad, in a bad way. Trying to keep my eyes open for any bears. Because there's plenty of wolves. But the bears are what I need. There's one right there. And he'll come charging right at me. Bring it, Mr. Bear. Oh yeah, what up now? Level 9. Whack you in the face with my sword. You like it, don't you? Alright, well there's level 9 already. So, doing really good. Making really good time so far. I definitely would say I'm doing just as well on this run that I was on my last run, if not better. And so, Ironman Challenge, we have accepted. Also at level 10, I will be going and registering him on the website. No deaths, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let's hope. Oh, looks like somebody just killed him. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab these quests. Grab these. And James Clark, are you alive again? Yes, you are. Only to be very quickly murdered. You should feel very happy. You didn't die in exactly the same spot. You're slightly to the left. Although I guess technically it'd be slightly to your right, but whatever. Two big chunks of XP right then and there. We like it. We like it a lot, a lot, a lot. How could you not like the big chunks of XP? Those are the best kinds of XP. Stupid prowler, die. I mean, it definitely takes a lot longer for stuff to die. But you do actually get to play your class, which is, I mean that's kind of the best part. I got it. You don't gotta worry. I got it. Just destroyed that guy. Death to the Murlocs. I should actually do this. You're gonna watch me kill your family, turkey. It's it's so gruesome. I'm slaughtering your friends and family, turkey. Whatever will you do? It's so bad. I can't expose her to it. We're gonna have to just we're gonna have to just go with something else. Oh, son of a that turd. Here, let me reset because the other guy on top of the platform, he can't hit you. So, that's a great idea. Uh, yeah, I gotta say I love the new melee animations. It makes your character feel like you're actually hitting and just actually doing something, which is I mean it is just it's fantastic. Like feeling like you actually are this big old beefy knight who can just burst in through the door and just take on everything. Oh, I guess he decided that he can come off the platform this time. Little jerk. Oh, so tedious. One more to go. Please, please drop the fin. No, of course not. Finally! Ah! wish they would up that drop rate. Just a little bit. Wait, that's a bear! Ah, it's so beefy. I love it. Five and 6. 7 right in front of me. Alrighty, let's go find one more bundle of wood. Yeah, like there's one right there. Oh, won't you be mine? Won't you please be my neighbor? Alright. As a matter of fact, we might actually hit level 10 before where I was last time. This is going really well. Awesome. So here we go. Arms is the way to go. And we just got Mortal Strike. Oh, as I get kicked in the face. Sweet. Oh, and the rare is up. How utterly wonderful is that? Oh, man. I thought my window on that was a little bit longer. There we go. Ow! Ow! Seriously, with the in the face and the boot and the honestly, who does that? Although we can go like this because that is actually 2 more slots than what I had before. Okay, this time I'm going to play this smart. We're going to go right after Serana. Tear her out of the picture. Bring myself back up. Oh, yeah. Oh, we totally got this. You sons of bitches had me last time, but not this time. I do not think so. Suck sword. Again, suck sword. Alright, I need to find 3 more bears. Where's the bears? Oh, look, there's one. Yes, you'll die. You'll die for me. Not a bear. That is going to be a murloc. It's too close to the water. That is definitely too close to the water. I knew that that could not be a bear because it's just too close. But that is... Nope, it's a person. That's another murloc. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Right, and I forgot to do this and bring this down, because as soon as I get that ability, I don't want to have to, like, worry about it. Alright, I need 2 more bears. 2 more bears, and then we will actually end this episode after I've turned everything in. Oh, yes. And you're dead. And we're going. There's a bear, 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 there's a bear. Most excellent. Alright, the Ironman challenge is on. It is on, it is alive, and it is looking like we might actually have a chance to actually show off some stuff to some peoples. And, alright, yeah, we're going to go ahead and just turn in all these quests. See where that puts us. That might actually put us closer to level 11, actually. We might be pushing 11 here. Alright. That's nice. Right? This will definitely be interesting. Alright, and I'm pretty sure that's an 8 slot. Yeah, that is an 8 slot, so we're going to put that right in there. We are going to head back to Goldshire. You know what? We might actually go ahead and just finish up the Elwyn Forest area for this episode. There's only a few more quests to do anyway. There's the Knoll headbands and dealing with Hogger, which really that shouldn't take very long. 15-20 minutes at tops. So we're going to go ahead and we're just, as soon as we get back to Goldshire, we're going to actually turn in I don't think I actually have anything to turn in Goldshire. No, I don't. It's just go straight to Westbrook. So we're going to go straight to Westbrook Garrison. Alright, that works out great. But the Ironman challenge is alive and kicking. What I love about this, particularly, especially as a warrior, is there's no longer any need to run past anything. I can literally just keep going from enemy to enemy. which is actually really great for a warrior because it allows me to keep that rage up, and keeping my rage up allows me to just maul through things super quick, and it's really nice. As I said in my previous video, when I actually failed the Ironman attempt, my first attempt, I was actually I'm really, 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 really wanting to. Um, I mean, I would love it if all of everything scaled all the way to max level. I mean, I think that would just be it would be fantastic. It'd give people even more things to do. I think. Anyone who says that there's just not enough content in Legion, or maybe they have, maybe they've done everything. It would be nice to be able to go back and play through some of this old stuff and have it feel like it's actually kind of relevant. And so, I don't know. I mean, just personally, I'd love it if all the zones scaled all the way to max level. I would love it. I know it's probably not realistic, but I'm just saying it would be cool. I mean, it definitely makes getting into these fights a lot more interesting because they actually it actually takes a little while. Because I mean, you got to work through the mobs, you got to work through everything, and you got to make sure you time your victory rush just right. And I mean, so far it's working out. All right, I am Iron Man. Maybe. There's a definite maybe at the end of that. The uncertainty in my voice has to be shining through. Will he do it? I don't know. Will he fail? Most likely. It's not that I don't have confidence in my ability to play the character. It's just, you know, people screw up. Stuff happens. And, when stuff happens, sometimes it can be really frustrating. But luckily, I mean, it's not like it's life or death for me. I'm just doing this to have something fun to do until Battle for Azeroth comes out. And I gotta say, it's fun. I love the challenge. The no dying bit. That's the bit that definitely gets me though. All right, Hogger, you buck-toothed little turd. Where are you? I'm guessing somebody just came through here and did this. There he is. kind of perfect, actually. I just refreshed my victory rush. I got my charge up. 4, 3, 2. We're going to go ahead and use it now. Oh yeah. Free victory rushes all around. Come and get it. Yeah, I love when you spawn your little minions that die with one hit. That's still gonna give me a free victory rush proc, which is tons of fucking heals for me! I mean, that's a 30% heal each time. You can't be mad at that. I mean, even if I was down to 10% health, each one of those guys that died would have brought me back up to full health in the end. So we're going to go ahead and turn these in, and then that is where we will end for the day. And then we will see you in episode 2. Obviously, I'm not crazy enough to be trying this on a PvP server. That would just be... I mean, that is asking... That is asking for a headache. I mean... Because there are not nice people in the world of Warcraft. That if they see a low level struggling to get through something, and I myself have even been guilty of this at times, will not help, but rather just kill that poor low level character who's running from multiple things. And then sit there and laugh. Only because it's been done to me so many times. However, I do actually sometimes try to go out of my way to help. Granted, I have been the guy who pulls the trigger on the low levels before, but I'm not really so much anymore. That was, I don't know, that was when I was playing Wrath. I think that was my biggest ganking experiences were when I was playing Wrath, and now I guess I've kind of just grown out of it. If I'm gonna PvP someone, I'm gonna do it on fair terms, and hopefully I manage to actually not look like a complete and total idiot, because I'm really not the greatest when it comes to PvP. However, this is going to go ahead and conclude the episode for the day. We're going to go ahead and head into the Goldshire Inn here in Lion's Pride Inn. Alrighty, everybody. Well, all you ladies and gentlemen and wonderful WoW people, it has been great running again, starting the Ironman Challenge. This time, we are on track and we will succeed. We have made it to level 11 and we will make it to 110. Alrighty, thank you very much. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Alrighty, thank you very much. Bye.